Hey everyone, this is Dan with Tin Moon House. I'm live tonight to do readings. You can book your readings through my Hipsy link in the chat box or in the description below. I also do private sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can go on there and look and see which services most fits your needs. The Hipsy link also has all of my services available. I do have all of my services available for tonight. So if you want to do a general reading, a love reading, or a full reading, even a holistic health reading, you can do that as well. Looking forward to assisting some people. I love to encourage, empower, motivate, and help you to become the best version of yourself that you can be. All right. Those of you who are joining in, please say hi in the chat box. And you can pre-book your readings. And I'll be doing those live. I have many decks to use tonight. One of my favorites is, well, one I'm using now is After Tarot. This is a pretty cool deck because it's not like the traditional tarot where it has just one. It's like the next step after the original. So let's see if I can give you a example. This is the Ten of Cups. And usually the Ten of Cups, the man is sitting there feeling content, but this is the next scene, which is him enjoying his bounty, getting the all the meal prepared. Just trying to see. Yeah, this is the Five of Cups. Typically, he's looking off into the distance, looking backward, looking in the past, regretting, wishing things had worked out differently. But now he's looking forward, and he's got two cups that are still standing. Three issues have washed away, and they're no longer available for him to work through, or him or her, whatever. But there's still two cups available that are still present, and not all is lost. So it's kind of turning around, trying to keep his vision back from the past and turning it towards the future. Although these are still read as traditional cards, but it's just kind of a cool deck to use. One of my other favorite decks is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I typically use the mini version in my readings. This just has the major arcana in it. So it's a really, really pretty deck. Just has some really pretty graphics, lots of good details to pick up on for the readings. I love how tarot really just, the cards can have so many elements, colors, graphics, designs, objects, anything, even celestial things that, can tie into your situation. So I use intuitive reading, and I'll pick up on different things for yourself. That's really cool. I have the Wild Medicine deck. This is a great deck to use to find out what herbs are great for you to use right now. I do describe some of the herbs in a little bit of detail from my knowledge of working in the holistic or in the health food realm, assisting people there. Also work with crystals. Eternal Crystals is one of my favorite decks. It's a beautiful deck as well. It shows you which crystal is great for you to use right now. I intuitively select, and that's for all decks. I have the Moonology Oracle cards. These give a little bit of instruction or a advice or encouragement, and it's based on each moon cycle and each different zodiac sign. I just trying to get a zodiac deck so that I like to correspond different zodiacs with the tarot and with your situation, because you could be dealing with certain people in your life that the deck can pick up on, or if there's something coming up and then there's a situation dealing with a specific person, you'll know what to look for because that zodiac comes out and it's like, oh, this person's that sign, and the cards don't lie. So I think I have the Moonology manifestation deck as well. This is also instructional, but it kind of teaches you how to use certain things to manifest what you want in your reality. Last but not least, the Elemental Oracle. One of the most beautiful deck oracles I've ever used. It has so many different elements, not just elemental, but in each picture, it just has so many different things that tie in with that specific element, and really intuitively use that as well. This is great to use to see what elements you can work with, or even a location like the desert, north, south, east, west, ocean. It's even got the moon in there. It's got, I think, even the sun. There's just so many different great things with that Elemental Oracle. And of course, all of those decks can be purchased. The session can be purchased with each deck in the Hipsy link. These are also available to add on to any reading that you book privately. So, and I love working with clients one-on-one, but I've opened myself up to do these live sessions and help anyone out there in the world. Even if it's if you don't join me live and you're joining this after the live, I will be doing some collective readings through each zodiac. Might even be doing some crystals. I've tried to do that in my last YouTube session, but I had some technical difficulties. The weather was acting crazy. My Wi-Fi was messing up. It just wasn't a good night. But hopefully tonight will be even great. Will be better. We'll get some people on. Get answers to your questions, pressing questions that you have going on. And of course, you can book these readings privately outside of the live. But I look forward to assisting, giving you answers to your questions. And I'm going to check a couple things. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start on doing some zodiac signs. I'll try to make these a little bit brief because I went real extensively into each one, and YouTube did not get to record all of these sessions. So let's start out with Aries. Oh, straight out the gate. Aries, all right. Right now, Aries, you're moving through some difficult mental things. You're moving away from it, actually. You want to be in a place where things are a little bit more at peace. There is an emotional element. I've got the King of Cups here. You may actually be moving away from something that's been sharp-minded, whether it be a person, a relationship, you're moving towards someone who is actually going to emotionally fulfill you. And I do see you're waiting for something else to come in as well. It's like you have, you want the emotional aspect, but you also want the passion with it too. It's almost like some people may have been giving you just one thing, whether it be just mental energy or not any emotional energy, or some emotional, but or just passion. But it's like you want the full gambit. You want mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all that. So you're trying to bring that in. Let's see if there's anything else for you, Aries. Yes. This is a time for you to just take a break from putting yourself out there and allowing things to just come to you instead of chasing it or forcing it, whatever. Okay. That's Aries. Next is Taurus. What's going on with the sign of Taurus? What does Taurus need to know right now? Show us Taurus. Okay, you're weighing your options. This is the Temperance card, so there's some patience that needs to take place. Some of you may be moving or feeling left out of a situation. It's like you've pulled back a little bit to reflect. You're also wanting to move. Yeah, there's two moving cards here. And for some of you, I really feel like it's physically. We are heading into springtime, and when springtime ramps up, people get that wild hair to just move or go somewhere different. And Taurus, you're wanting to make a move, and this is a major move too. Somewhere that's not draining your pockets or draining your mental energy. You want to be in that grounded energy where things are actually working for you and not draining you. Like I said, uh, financially or mentally, even psychically. What else does Taurus need to know? Yep, you've got a strategy. King of Swords here. You've got a strategy lined up for you. You know how you want things to go. You know how to play the field. I do feel like I do see that you're putting some feelers out there to see. It's like, okay, let's get the game plan going. How's the field going to play out? You're putting those feelers out there, okay? I really hope the best for you guys to find the place that you feel at peace. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with Gemini this week. Show us the sign of Gemini collectively. What does Gemini need to know? Okay. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to a relationship that is probably toxic. I also wanted to mention that you can donate if you resonate with any of these readings for your sign, or if you like my messages, you can donate, and you can donate that through Cash App. And that's 10 Moon House. Put that in the chat box here. All right, back to Gemini. So you're holding on to a toxic connection. Yeah. It's interesting because you need to move away from this connection because it's not serving you. You want to move towards someone who is more family oriented, who can actually reciprocate for you, offer you the family that you've been wanting. It's kind of like you want to settle down, but some of you are still sowing some wild oats. But this is going to be a big transition year for a lot of people, and there are some specific signs. Gemini might be one of them, but yeah, it's time to move away from that toxic situation. Okay, Cancer. Moving on to the sign of Cancer. What does Cancer need to know this week? And of course, I'm a Cancer. Show us Cancer. Cancer, you are receiving a lot of clarity on the things that are holding you back, obstacles. A lot of times we hold ourselves back from, certain things, but I also see some of you are receiving clarity on a connection with a lover or someone you've been in a romantic relationship with. You're starting to see the connection for what it really is. Actually, the connection could potentially be holding you back from stepping out there and sharing your gifts with the world, or stepping into, excuse me, where you really want to be. What else does Cancer need to know? We have the Victory card. So this correlates with the obstacle, you overcoming that obstacle, and yeah, you're no longer going for half-ass energy, people not really stepping up to the plate, no reciprocation. Yep. You're seeing it and you're moving away from it, and you're not allowing this person or anything in general to stand in your way. All right, Cancer. Moving on to the sign of Leo. Let's see what's going on with Leo. Moon's in Leo. Show us Leo. What does Leo collectively, or collective Leos need to know this week? We have another victory here. Okay, so you've overcome some obstacles, but you're a step ahead, and you've got a lot of messages coming in, but you also, wow, you're just moving. You're moving in a new direction. Some of you actually may be traveling and getting some new perspectives. Beautiful. There's a creative spark happening within most of Leo. It's like, we're in that year of the fire horse, and you're moving towards your creative spark, something that you can actually bring into life, birth into life too. What else for Leo? Yep, the fire horse popped out. Yeah, it's the Knight of Wands. Yep, you're on the horse. You are gung ho on just, yeah, you're rolling with all of the energy that's coming in with this year, and that's fascinating. You're going to be making some huge headway and busting through stuff that's in your way. You're like, I'm no longer allowing these things to keep me from doing what I want to do. And I think some of you have actually let other people dictate your life and how you operate, but you're jumping on your horse and moving forward confidently and just bursting through those obstacles. And wow, very, very powerful. Amazing, Leo. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on with Virgo this week. Show us Virgo. What is collective Virgo? You're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for something to come in that you've put out there. Now, what the thing that you've put out there, whether it's been a manifestation or trying to call in something, there's a need for you to be, well, let's just say if what you've put out there had integrity, great. If it wasn't full of integrity and it was just for kind of personal gain, it may not come to fruition. But there's a strength card, of course. We have the Magician. So you've been trying to manifest something, but make sure it's done with integrity. Otherwise, start over. Yeah, boredom. That's the last card. I know a lot of Virgos and they just get bored with situations and they're like, I'm impatient, wanting it to come through. And yeah, I've just seen so much impatience, but gotta wait. Don't chase it. Allow it to come to you. Virgo. Next is Libra. What can we expect for the sign of Libra collectively? What does Libra need to know? My Libras are, my rising is Libra. Show us Libra. Libra, you are calling back your power. You have a very decisive energy about you this week. And you're not worried about too much about outcomes. You're just, you know that it takes patience to bring in what you want. You have some very strong manifestations happening right now. There could be a situation with family where you want to manifest a specific outcome. I'm picking up on some of you are going to be going to see family, and you're going to be talking about a situation that you need to work in your favor. And you're trying to manifest the best possible outcome, but you're not forcing anything, you're not pushing anything, you're just weighing the pros and cons of the situation. But I love that you're manifesting a good outcome, because usually if you do, it'll come out fine. All right, let's look at Scorpio. Show us what is going on with Scorpio this week. Okay. The Hermit as your first card. You are that deeply mystical, mysterious sign, and you're tapping into the depths this week, which is actually correlates with Mercury retrograde, because a lot of times that is a time to go internal. Usually I've noticed a lot of us water signs tend to retreat and get back in tune with the depths of yourself, because we're very deep people. Now you may be really tackling a situation that you've been involved with for a while, and this looks like something to do with the heart. You've dealt with some emotional heartbreaks. There's a lot of wounds that are still there, but I love that the Knight of Wands is here. You're just like you're pushing through it. You're not letting this keep you in a dark, depressed state. It's like, yeah, I'm tired of being in this energy. I want to move out of it. I'm tired of feeling depressed, weighed down, emotionally raw, and you're restructuring that internal compass. You're restructuring everything within you so that you don't so that nothing comes along and causes those wounds to be either reopened or you're getting your heart broken again. Yeah. It's like the defenses are going to be up a little bit and there's going to be caution. So, but I see you working on yourself a little bit this week and potentially healing some of those wounds. Good job, Scorpio. Next is Sagittarius. What's going on with the sign of Sagittarius this week? All right, you're juggling between two extremes. You may be battling with yourself a little bit, maybe being a little bit hard on yourself. However, you're regardless of there's nothing that really holds you back. You're going to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it, regardless of what anybody else says, or even not even seeing what's ahead, but just you're just like, I'm going to go and do this. I may not be able to see it, but I'm going to do it. And a lot of times there could be the ego or the shadow could be like, no, don't do this, or you should do this, whatever. But you're just like, nah, I'm not battling with this. I'm going to do what I want to do. What else for Sagittarius? Temperance. Okay. If I remember right, isn't Sagittarius associated with temperance? Either way, you're being patient with what you're working on, but you're not holding yourself back. Okay. Next is Capricorn. Show us what's going on with the sign of Capricorn this week. What's going on with Capricorn collectively? There's a decision about your future that you need to make. And honestly, your future is already here. You just have to step into it. You got to get on that horse. This is coming out a lot. Fire horse energy. It's making waves through a lot of people. Capricorns, Pisces, Virgos, maybe even Gemini, Leos. Yeah. It's just, it is creating waves and it's pushing you towards holding yourself back, which you tend to do a lot, even being hard on yourself. So I do see you trying to push through your situation. And so like there is a decision that you have to make. You may not be wanting to make it, but it's going to be necessary. So just go ahead and make that decision and don't worry about the details. If you're an overthinker, try not to. Take the practical approach. You've got the Tower. Yep. There's things that are falling away that you have been holding on to for a long time. I think this has been coming out as a recurring theme for you, Capricorn. A lot of you are in situations that have been held on to for way too long. That's one major thing with the collective. Your things are falling apart with your situation even worse, and you're like, I should have left a long time ago. I should have changed this a long time ago. I should have done this, should have done that, shoulda, woulda, coulda kind of mentality. But let all that stuff go. Please let all that stuff go. It's not serving your higher purpose. There's a new foundation that wants to be built for you. Allow that to happen. Tear down that old POS shit shack. Should have said that, sorry. But let it crumble. Now's the time for you to really build your big, beautiful crystal castle. This is the year to do that. It's time for all of your dreams to come true, okay? Capricorn. Woo, Capricorn. Love you guys. All right, next is Aquarius. What's going on with the sign of Aquarius this week? Okay, you guys are moving in a new direction. I'm seeing the stars are lining up for you guys. Some of you may actually be going, which is silly, camping, which isn't silly. I love camping, but it's just kind of funny that popped up. It's like you want to get away from a moment. You want to get away from the world for a moment. Retreat to the woods, to the lake, wherever there's, privacy. And because you're just bored with stuff right now, you're seeing the things that are happening in the world and just like, I'm so over this. I've heard this 1,000 times before, and nothing really transpires from the hype that comes out of it. Yep, you're just wanting to like retreat away from society, but you're not doing much internal stuff. It's like, nope, I'm gonna go out here and enjoy things by myself in private, getting away from the world for a minute, and that's totally necessary. You need a retreat, and you're doing that. You're bored with what's happening. Anything else for Aquarius? Aquarius. Yep. You're figuring out your next steps. And for a lot of you, I'm really seeing you're like, I've got to get away from the world for a minute so that I can plan out how I want to move forward with my life. Okay. And of course, we're still in Mercury retrograde. It is a time to plan things. It's a time to reflect, fine tune some of your gifts and projects you're working on. And I really feel you're just, once Mercury goes direct, you're going to really step up to the plate and just move forward with your plans. You're basically the forerunner once this takes place because you're just moving in a totally new direction. Yep, that's all I'm picking up on for you guys. It's like Aquarius, you got a DGAF energy about you right now. It's like, I don't GAF. All right, let's go to Pisces. What's going on with Pisces collectively this week? Excuse me. Communication happening. Give me one moment. All right, sorry, back to Pisces. Communication. What are you communicating with? What else for Pisces? Some of you are communicating with your higher self. That's interesting. Those of you who are aware of, higher self, you are talking and speaking. You're like, show me the way. Show me what I need to be doing. Show me where I need to go. You also, well, it's your higher self is listening, and it's starting to give you some assistance because you're paying attention. It is guiding you into a new place of peace, away from any mental struggle. If you tend to be in your head a lot or overthink things, you're also not wanting to stay there. You're like, yep, I'm ready to move into a place of peace and calmer waters. I don't want to be in this mental energy anymore. I want to be, and I don't want to be I don't want to allow the ego to control what I do and how I act and how I operate. It's like you're just allowing your higher self to take over and guide you to the place that you really want to be. Okay. All right, we're here at 36 minutes. So I was hoping to get some people on tonight to do some readings. But once again, you can always book a private reading. And through the Hipsy link, I do recorded readings for you, so you can book those. Most of those are around $10. My full readings are usually 45 minutes. Sorry, $45 for a 30-minute read. $65 for a 1 hour. That's a full tarot reading plus coaching and any questions that pop up you need answered. I also do holistic health services, giving you the tools that you need to stay in good health. Use all natural. So, and I'm also getting ready to launch my quantum surgeon session. Now, a lot of people don't know what that is, and I don't think it's something that's mainstream. Now, there's QHHT, which is quantum hypnosis healing therapy, and there's a lot of practitioners out there. I've thought about becoming one, and most of that is taught by the teachings of Dolores Cannon, which is one of my favorite guides and teachers. So much fascinating things that come out during her sessions. But back to the quantum thing, I had a client who had some gifts, and she discovered that I had the ability to assist people with their energy at a distance. It's similar to Reiki from my viewpoint. It's similar to the quantum healing technique, but it's not going under hypnosis. It's basically me getting, it's really hard to describe, but basically what I do is I go in and I'm guided by the divine, my higher self, to use whatever power I have to move stuff, heal stuff, get things unblocked. Like I said, it's similar to Reiki, but it's not quite like that. But anyway, I hope to do that for some clients again in the future. The visuals that I get when this is happening is so amazing. It's like, how did this ever happen? And but I do feel like that's one thing that sets me apart from most other people, is that quantum healing quantum surgery. And yeah, the surgery part of it is it's basically repairing things within your energetic field to get it back to where it needs to be so you can function at optimal levels. A lot of things even pop out that I, personally wasn't aware of. It's like, oh, this, this happens this way and that happens that way. This gets healed, that gets healed. There's so much involved with it, and those are going to usually run about $100 plus, depending on the situation. But I would love to do those for clients. If you're ever interested, that will be offered through Hipsy and my 10moonhouse.square site. So I hope to get some people there. All right. I want to pull some Moonology cards. This book to be read for yourself is available in the Hipsy link. It's $10, pretty inexpensive. You get 3 cards, and yeah, it's a great deck to give you some solid confirmation or even instruction. So let's see. And of course, a lot of these readings can be timeless. So usually whenever you're tuning in, it's meant for you, as well as when I pull, forgot where I was going with that, but pulling cards for you, something about timeline. But anyway, Mercury's messing with my mind a little bit, so it's hard to remember, but I'm going to pull some cards here. So if whoever's tuning in right now, this is meant for you. So if it's in the future and you're tuning into it at that moment, this is meant for you. All right. Whatever you're working on, you are very close to achieving your goal. If you feel like giving up right now, nope, don't. You are so close to your goal that you can almost smell it. But it may feel like it's out of reach at the moment, but it's not. It's right there. So I've always learned, don't quit 5 minutes before your blessing. And of course, 5 minutes isn't literal, it's just figuratively. Don't quit so close to your dream coming true. Okay. Let's see what other cards for other people that will be tuning in the future. Now's the time to show the world the real you. If you've been hiding behind a mask, if you've been putting on a facade, and you get tired of putting on that face or being someone that you're not, you can always pull that off and show people what you're really made of. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. Show them who you really are. Because a lot of times people will respect you more for who you really are than if you put on a facade and then they find out later you were fake. Yep. Let's do the Moonology manifestation. I'm probably going to keep this under an hour since hasn't been any activity, nobody joining in. I'm doing these lives to do live sessions, but it's also to promote for anyone out there that wants private readings. And we'll probably be doing some pre-recorded videos so that you can tune in. They'll be indicated and maybe even timestamped, depending on if I do full collectives or individual ones. So expect that to be in the future for you. All right, let's see what the Moonology has to say. So this is for whoever's tuning in right now, currently, futurely. This message is going to be for you. Know your worth. When you know what you're worthy to receive, you are more likely to receive it. If you don't know your worth, people are going to basically use you as a doormat, and you've probably experienced that. And it's funny because I was picking up on Taurus. If you're a Taurus sign, this is for you. You don't have to be a Taurus, but it's interesting that Taurus was on here because I was picking up on that energy. But know that you are worthy to receive everything that you desire. If you are down on yourself, people are going to be down on you. You got to know your worth. You got to know what you are capable of and what you're worthy to receive, okay? Let's get one more manifestation card. And this is for whoever's tuning in currently or for future. This one's calling. Reflect on your priorities. If your priorities are not in order, it's time to reflect on those. The things that have been distractions for you, the things that have kept you from, really reaching your goals, things that are keeping you from your priorities, it's time to turn away from that and really line up the things that you really should be doing, because you're going to achieve your goals a lot faster if you focus on the things that are the most important. Okay. So this card is really calling for you to kind of take account of what is a priority in your life, write those down, and make a intentional effort to focus on those when they need to be focused on. I know a lot of times some people, and this happens to me occasionally, it's like there's something I know I need to be doing, but I may not feel like it, but I end up trying to do it anyway because I know I'm going to reach my goals faster instead of lingering or waiting or just not doing it, So take care of your priorities first. The rest can come later. Because honestly, if you get your stuff done first, then all the fun stuff can come later. A lot of us want to do the fun stuff first and then do the hard stuff later. But if you just do the hard stuff first, you'll get to enjoy those, free stuff later. Okay. All right. I'm going to use the Art Nouveau Tarot. And these are the major arcana. So these will be singular to see. And whoever's tuning in at this moment, currently or future, this message will be for you. This message will find you when the time is right for you. Wow. The Emperor. The Emperor, now is the time to reclaim your power. If you have been giving your power away to other people, a lot of times people don't realize they give their power away by, let's just say, for example, if you are engaging with someone you know that is toxic and you haven't pulled back or let them go, you're giving your power to them. Even if you're chasing after someone, you're giving them your power. And now's the time to reclaim what's yours, which is your power. And I've seen a video, and I use this occasionally when I feel like my power is being, or I've given my power away, or it's being siphoned. It's like, I call back my power from every person, place, entity, timeline, dimension, and portal where I left it, even vessel where you left it. And there's just a small ritual that you can do, which is like the words that I said. And you can also prevent those people from siphoning your energy and keeping you stuck or keeping you from doing the things that you really want to do. This card, this Emperor is about making decisiveness, being decisive and making decisive action, taking decisive action rather. But this is a very powerful card. And once you make the decision to call your power back and be decisive, you're going to go headstrong into the direction that you want to go in. Love it. All right, let's get one more with the Art Nouveau Major Arcana. What message do we have for the person that's tuning in right now? The Star card. Your wishes are being granted. The stars are lining up for you right now. There's getting ready to be a big blessing that you have been waiting on, and it's actually going to be a lot greater than what you had anticipated. Wow. Whoever this is for, this is your time to shine. This is your time to receive and be open to receiving that blessing that's coming your way, because it's here. Don't give up. 5 minutes before your blessing, you'll feel it coming, and just be open and ready to receive it. Love it, love it, love it. And I do feel like this may be hitting you around mid-spring, potentially, maybe early spring. And yep, very potent time for your wish fulfillment to happen. It's going to be pouring out for you. Love, love, love it. All right. We've got about 7 more minutes. Let's work with this elemental oracle for the duration. This element is going to be for whoever's tuning in currently or future. This message is for you. It's time to sit in silence. The element here is snow. For those of you, if you experience snow where you're at during the wintertime, this is, the silence that comes with snow and how peaceful and still it is. It's time to tap into that silence. It's time to sit somewhere in silence, or even physically out in the snow. Snow does block a lot of sound, which is why it feels silent. But I know anytime I've been in a snow climate, that stillness just feels whole and complete, and just, there's no words to really describe it. But yep, silence is key. Snow is the element. And even if there isn't snow, tap into the element of snow and just remember the time when you experienced that silence. You can pull that energy back to you from once you experienced it. Yeah. Wow. All right. Next person that is tuning in for now or future, this element is for you. This is the element of the East. These are beginnings. And I'm picking up on new beginnings, brand new beginnings for you. There's a doorway opening. There's a portal that you're going to be stepping through. I don't know if you're traveling. You might be traveling east somewhere, across the sea. You're going to be traveling there and you're going to be presented with an opportunity to really be in tune with your true self. There's a job opportunity that's going to be opening up. You're going to be traveling there. This is going to open up so many, actually, it's going to open up even more doorways for you. It may even be a stepping stone for you. It's got stairs here in this. So yeah, there's stairs leading up to this portal. So you'll go through the portal when you get there, but it's going to be, once you get through the portal, you're going to be going through some stepping stones there to get to where you really shine and really truly thrive. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We could get one more. I feel like there is one more message for someone out there. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. This is the element of music. So you're a musician. I'm picking up on that. You're ready to bring your gift to the next level. You're getting ready to hit the main stage. I feel some nervousness happening with you, but don't worry. Once you get up on stage, all that nervousness is going to go away. Okay. You might even be playing, you might even have a stringed instrument. I feel like I'm picking up on a guitar for you. You've been practicing for years and years. You may have played for little gigs here and there, but you've had an opportunity recently to get up on stage in front of a lot of people and really show your talent. And this is going to bring you so much joy to be able to present your gift to the audience or even to the world, even if it's recorded or televised. That's fascinating. And this is going to happen on a very powerful moon cycle, whenever that is. Whenever you're tuning into this is where that's going to be that. And you're just going to reap a lot of benefits with that. I'm so happy for you. I'm a musician myself, and I love when I get to share what I create with other people. So I feel that joy bubbling up within you, and you're just really going to shine. Those nerves are going to go. They're going to be gone. Once you get up on that stage, it's just going to bring you so much joy, and I'm so excited for you. Wow. Okay. We have a little minute. We'll do one crystal card. We'll see what does the collective need to use right now for their journey. What is the most powerful crystal right now in this deck for the collective to utilize during this time or whenever they're tuning in? Tiger's Eye. Woo! Tiger's Eye is a very grounding stone. It is if you're in business, if you've got, if you work in a service-based industry, this stone is really going to enhance your life. I mean, even if you're not in service industry, collectively, this is a great stone for you to like draw in and manifest the things that you want. Tiger's Eye comes in many forms. There's a tower. I think I got one right here. Yep. Tiger's Eye Tower. Excuse me. And they come in tumbled stones, pendants, bracelets. You can get even in rings. But invest in, and they're not expensive. Invest in some Tiger's Eye. That'll assist you on your journey. It'll actually help you to see things a little bit clearer as well. Hence, Tiger's Eye. But it is associated with the solar plexus, which is your manifestation and willpower center. That's where things really come to manifest for you. So give that a try. Give that a try. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the session. Feel free, if you resonated with any of the messages tonight, please donate through my Cash App at 10 Moon House. If you want to work with me, please book a session through either Hipsy or Square Dot Site. I look forward to assisting you, empowering you, giving the tools that you need to enhance your journey. And I look forward to seeing you next time and look forward to working with you. Have a wonderful night.